I want to go to a dog park. Ruffles saw a bar that looked like the one at home Chris had used for her. Maybe I can jump over it, Ruffles thought. She went over to it. Some other dogs were there. Hey, Smalley, said one. Watch where you step. Ruffles backed away slowly. What's the matter? The first dog said. Too scared to try the jump bar? Then both dogs laughed, making Ruffles feel even more scared. Nah, 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 both of the dogs shouted. Leave her alone, yelled a voice. Ruffles turned. Second Ruffles! Ruffles exclaimed. Hey, Smalley. Both dogs fled for their lives and ran away. You saved me, Ruffles said to Second Ruffles. She smiled. It was nothing, she said. Ruffles tilted her head to one side in confusion. What do you mean? Ruffles asked. Second Ruffles giggled. Ruffles turned back to the bar. Ruffles gulped. She felt scared all over again. She worried about the bullies. Need some assistance? Asked a voice. Ruffles turned around and jolted. She gasped. A big dog was looking at her. It was the biggest dog she'd ever seen. Ruffles nodded. Very well, the big dog said. What's your name? Ruffles asked, feeling better than before. Tanya, the big dog replied. Then Ruffles whispered something in Second Ruffles' ear. Do you think those bullies will come back? Second Ruffles shook her head. No, she said. They were too scared to look at me. Tanya nodded. Oh, Ruffles said. Can you still help me jump over that bar so I can win a medal like Chris wants, Tanya? Ruffles asked. I'll be glad to, Tanya said. Ruffles smiled. Tanya showed Ruffles how to jump. Tanya could jump very high. Second Ruffles clapped her paws. Wow, Ruffles said. Ruffles was excited. She wanted to jump too. Ruffles wiggled her bottom. Wait, Tanya exclaimed. Don't jump yet. But it was too late. Ruffles had already jumped. Wait, don't jump yet. She had barely made it over. I did it, Ruffles exclaimed. You don't wiggle your bottom, Tanya told Ruffles. You just jump. Okay, Ruffles said. She took a head start and jumped perfectly over the bar. Good, Tanya said. Second Ruffles clapped her paws. Tanya watched as Ruffles hopped, jumped, and even rolled under the bar. Ruffles, Second Ruffles said. Can't I have a turn? Sure, Ruffles said, but she never gave Second Ruffles a turn. She was having too much fun. Second Ruffles became impatient. Why won't she listen to me? Why won't she listen to me? Second Ruffles asked, annoyed. Finally, she had enough and tugged on Ruffles' ear. Listen to me, bug brain, Second Ruffles exclaimed. Ruffles shot up in pain instantly. Ow, Ruffles said. That hurt. Good, Second Ruffles said. Ruffles became sad. Listen to me, bug brain. Tug. There was a breeze in the air. Say, Second Ruffles said, where did Tanya go? Both dogs looked all over the dog park, but there was no sign. They decided to play more at the dog park. They went on slides, hurdles, and much, much more. This is fun, Second Ruffles said. I agree, Ruffles said cheerfully. They both smiled. Let's see what else we can do, Second Ruffles said. But just as Ruffles was about to answer, a poodle came over to them. Hello, she said. Wanna be friends? Sure, both Ruffles and Second Ruffles said together. They headed off in the direction of home, but on their way, they heard the dog bullies talking. They were talking about Ruffles and Second Ruffles. Hello. Ruffles growled. She was angry. Well, well, said one. If it isn't Smalley with her friend Second Smalley. Yeah, said the other. Ruffles scratched at the bullies. You seem tough, said the first bully. They just laughed. Ruffles gulped. How much longer would they make fun of her? Ruffles has had enough of this and ran far, far away. Chicken, the bully said. But Ruffles ran on and could not hear them. Ruffles found a rug and hid under it. Tanya was just coming out of the gift shop when she saw two ears peeking out from the rug. She said, lifting the rug. Ruffles jolted. Do you need anything, my dear? Tanya asked kindly. Ruffles shivered and shook her head. Then Tanya tilted her head to one side. Well, I must go back to the gift shop, Tanya said. Wait, Ruffles exclaimed. Is there something you can do for the bullies? Tanya thought for a moment, then she nodded. Hurrah, Ruffles said excitedly. Do you need anything, my dear? Hurrah! I'm ready to go. Fight those bullies, Ruffles said. Ruffles was determined to do it. Ruffles marched, but Tanya caught her by the paw. We need to be careful, Tanya said. Ruffles nodded. The two bullies were still there when Tanya and Ruffles arrived. Now what do we do? Ruffles asked eagerly. Since I'm a dog, this wouldn't suit me, Tanya said, leaning close to Ruffles' ear. Wiggle your tush, she whispered. Ruffles giggled. She tried it. Second Ruffles laughed and did it too. The bullies were disgusted. Let's not look at those babies, said one. They're nuts. They rolled their eyes and walked away. Ruffles and Second Ruffles held paws with Tanya close behind. So, Second Ruffles said, Ruffles, where would you like to go now? Well, Ruffles said, Chris will be waiting if I don't see him. Well, Second Ruffles said, waving, bye then. They're nuts. Super Dog Book. Take me to Chris, Ruffles said, looking up at the sky. Are you ready to go? The Super Dog Book asked. Yes, Ruffles said, nodding. Then a bright light shone around her as she closed her eyes. Then when she opened them, she was home. The Super Dog Book closed.